But then you mentioned like getting in the zone. This is also something I'm fascinated with, with creativity and how creativity works. When you say that, do you do anything in particular, or do you just take a moment? Do you have any particular strategies that you use, or describe that moment just as the red light starts to flash? How do you find a way to get in the zone?
Yeah. So I have been doing it for a long time now, and I used to consciously think about how to get in the zone, but now I just let it happen. I get out of the
Mm.
way and let it happen. But I do know that I am always performing at my best, and this is in terms of coming up with good improvised ideas, um, singing and playing well, and coming up with really great, witty, funny banter in between songs. So all of these things happen when I am relaxed. So it was actually really interesting this year, when COVID hit. I decided to do the 30 days home series of yoga with Adrian on
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. I love Adrian.
And I hadn't done, I've done yoga every now and again, but I've never done it like 30 days in a row.
Mm.
Um, anyway, this series was exactly what I needed while everything was being cancelled around me. And so 30 days in a row, I turned up, did these different yoga. And the way that Adrian works it is she does a new theme every day. And I'm not going to
Mm.
spoil the amazing surprise for everyone that happens in the last episode, but it was super helpful for me that there the best stuff for me happens when I just let go. When I just let go and trust in the moment, and also know that I have no control of the moment. Like, I have done the practice and the work beforehand, but anything could happen. Like a global pandemic could suddenly happen. I have
Mm.
no control over these things. And I've always been a person who has had a lot of fear about not having control. So
Mm.
this year especially has taught me some really valuable lessons. But
Mm.
if I'm very relaxed, and sometimes now before I do a stream or before I do a gig, I'll make sure that in the day I've done some yoga, just
Mm.
deep breathing to relax. I try to keep my schedule really normal, and I'm going to get nervous probably about the gig beforehand, like a few hours beforehand. But then as soon as I'm ready to go on stage, I get up on stage and everything relaxes. I just feel better. I'm like, oh, thank God, I'm in my happy place now. And now I just got to let go.
Mm.
Easier said than done, right? I'm just like, just
Mm.
let go, just relax.
Mm.
But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Are there things that help you do that, like just breathing, or do you focus on anything in particular?
just breathing. I actually even think if like I don't have much time, I'll even go to the toilets at the venue or whatever, and I'll sit
Mm-hmm.
there and I'll put a timer on my phone for 3 minutes, and I'll go just focus on my breath. So I did do a mindfulness course a few years ago, and this is a technique that I learned from there, that I'll just do deep breaths and just focus just on the breathing. So I'm just like
Mm.
listen to it, feel it, um, and then if other thoughts come in, I just acknowledge that they're coming in, but I'll just
Mm.
try to then focus back on the breath. And if I do that for 3 minutes, I notice that I'm much more like grounded and relaxed when I have to go on stage.
Yeah.